right. I'm so excited for this one.
Oh, this hype. This hype.
Yeah, this artist is from Atlanta. He listens to the podcast and he liked it so much. He was been a guest too, but he did this intro song, and so yeah, it's fire. Shout out to QT Dub in Atlanta. That's what his name is. Yeah, actually, I met him here in Denver too. He's a dope dude. Guys, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast. Make sure you guys are tuning in. Make sure you tell your friends and family. Make sure you share this out right now. Oh my gosh. It's Denver, Colorado, February 7th. It's 5:30 right now. Where you guys at? That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what else. Oh, we got Super Bowl weekend coming up this weekend. We got Super Bowl.
We do?
Yep. Oh yeah, it's a holiday. And then what else do we got this weekend? We got snow coming in this weekend. I don't know if you heard about that. Let's see what else. That's about it. But we dropping podcasts left and right, 1 to 3 episodes a week, 5-star review on Apple and Spotify. Available on all podcast platforms, social media platforms. Let's go. Let's blow it up.
Let's go.
Welcome, best friends. Welcome, listeners all around the world. It's Ariel's Entertainment Podcast with your host, the most electrifying podcaster in the world, Ariel. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in, telling your friends and family, because the podcast is blowing up. And I wouldn't say that just to say that. Thank you all. I see the comments, the emails. I'm trying to catch up to all of that. So thank you so much for tuning in. We're dropping 1 to 3 episodes a week. Plus, I'm doing live bookings. Live bookings is crazy. We're booking all the way to May right now. And when I say booking, I'm talking about music. I'm booked out till May with music, guys. And the podcast is blowing up right now, too. And that's booked out till March. So right now, we're looking good over here, guys. So thank you so much for all the support, 5-star reviews, all the reviews you guys do for the podcast. I can't even catch up. So I had to give a shout out to everybody right now. All right, let's bring our guest in. All the way from the beautiful state of Colorado, the Rocky Mountains, the 303, you know where it's at. Here we go. She is an artist. She loves to capture the moments, and she is a photographer. Let's bring her in, the amazing, she has the eye, the incredible Amy Jean. Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
That's what I'm talking about. What's going down?
I love the energy.
Yes. Yo, it's real. What's going down?
What's going down at this very moment?
Yep. How's Colorado? How's Colorado? How's life? How's the entertainment, music, fashion, photography? How is that all going down right now?
It is, it's great. I actually just recently moved here, like end of May. I'm from South Dakota, so like,
wow.
Creatively, it's very dead there. So
yep.
Coming here has been a whole new world in the best way possible, and has given me the opportunity to kind of explore my creative side and kind of expand that. So like, I've only been here for, I don't know, it's 6, 7, 8 months, not very long, not a whole year.
Yep.
But the momentum that I've gained thus far is like, man, I've already kind of come a long way, I think. And I've met so many people, and I'm out at events and, networking and things. So it's like, this is not even a full year of living here. So like, just imagine like another year, another 2 years, another 5 years. Where am I going to be? I'm unstoppable. Okay.
That's what I like to hear. That's why we brought you onto the show, to tell us, how do we stay unstoppable? I like what you said. You talked about a little bit about networking, and you're all the way from South Dakota, less than a year here in Colorado, and it's a whole new world of possibilities, and it's brought out your creative side more.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I've been doing photography for probably on and off about 6 or 7 years. But I gone into my phases there, because it's like I said, it's like creatively not very alive there. And it's so there's not a lot of opportunity unless you go out of your way to kind of create that. And it's just like a little exhausting. So I'd be like, I go through my phases of like, okay, I'm going to get into it, and then I fall off because it's just like I don't have like the inspiration that in my environment that kind of allows me to want to continue taking pictures and doing things. But like coming here, I decided like let's pick the camera back up, and now I'm going to, I don't know, several, usually hip hop or like any music shows, several music shows, a week. And I'm just going out there and taking pictures of a lot of people that I know. That's what I go there for. But then I take pictures of people I don't know. I'm like interacting with all these people I've never met that are also actively creative and creating and artists and stuff. So it's like it's been so cool. Like it's been uh it's keeping me driven because there's always something going on. There's and it's allowing me to tap into that part of myself that's been neglected for, I don't know, I'm 32 right now, and it's kind of been a little neglected for most of my life, you know what I mean? So it's kind of refreshing and fulfilling to be able to tap into that side of myself and see what I'm capable of.
Yeah, absolutely. You know why? Because I come from a small town, almost by Nebraska, and they didn't have no open mics. They had no music events. They had the only thing you could do musically is like make a band and just play shows in the town. But there was no
Mhm.
like open mics. And so when I moved here to Denver, I didn't know there was such thing as open mics and that there's two, three a night, maybe four a night, and that you can just go to one of them and sign up and start playing. I didn't know that even existed.
Right? It opens up your world, doesn't it? It like expands the possibilities, and you're just like, wow, this is a thing. Because when you do come from a smaller place, like, yeah, we had a bit of a music scene. Yeah, we had a bit of this and that here and there, but like, it wasn't, it's so much easier here when there's like it's nonstop. There's something every every night. There's something, and like I never have solid plans of like, hey, I'm gonna this is what I'm gonna do. It's just like something pops up constantly, and it's like, hey, I get invited to this or that, and I'm like, why not? And I just meet all kinds of new people that are like, you know, similar mindsets because coming from a smaller town, people are kind of stuck in their thought processes. They're not evolving. Oh, I'm not saying all of them, but like they're not quite evolving as much as like what I see here. And it's really refreshing because I feel like I've kind of been in a bit of a shell, like, under a rock for a while. And I've always known I just don't belong. Like I never belonged there. So I was just awaiting the right opportunity to take my leap and get out of South Dakota.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to South Dakota. I've been to Sturgis. I've been to where the Mount Rushmore is. I've been to there's a swimming pool there as well that I went to. I'm trying to think of it.
Was it in Hot Springs? Was
Yeah,
it like
that's
a
it. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, yes. I haven't been there since I was little, but yeah, so you've been there, so you
Yeah.
kind of
Oh yeah, I've been there a lot. I've been to Mammoth Cave as well.
it's beautiful. Like, it's like what I consider like a mini Rocky Mountains. It's like a mini Rocky Mountains, but it's naturey and beautiful. And people are like, what's in South Dakota? I'm like, well, if you're on the western side of the state and you're an outdoorsy person and whatnot, like you'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no
So
doubt. Yeah, I think I've been to Mount Rushmore, I think 3 or 4 times. So yeah,
really,
oh yeah. Yeah, my parents like to go there when I was younger, and then my girlfriend and I we went there like a couple years ago too. So yep.
hell yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
That's
So, yeah, I'm so glad you know about Rocky Mountain National Park. We're gonna get into all this, and I'm so happy that you're on the show and talking about and opening up a little bit here. But we're about to get into it here. I need to do a promo real quick, guys. The best way to support the podcast: I know this has been such a great intro right now. This is a great intro. ArielENT.com is the best way to support the podcast. There you can book me for my podcast, my music, and buy my merch. ArielENT.com. I get about 50, 46. Last month, I got about 46 people seeing my sites. And last, I don't know about the last time, but yeah, people are checking it out. Thank you guys so much. What else we got here? Oh yeah, the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, share, save, and follow. Follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, ArielENT.com, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast YouTube channel. Dropping 1 to 3 episodes a week. Believe that. All right. I think that's it. Those are all the announcements. We got bookings. Make sure you check out the social medias. We got bookings. I'm playing next Friday in Parker. Next month, playing got 2 shows in March, 3 shows in April, 1 show in May. We're booking right now, guys. So check out the social medias right now. That's where I'm blowing up. Okay, here we go. I got the prayer of the day. This is the prayer of the day. It goes like this. Thank you, God, our guardian dear, to whom God's love commits us here, ever this day and night. Be at our side to light and guard, to rule and guide. I want to say thank you, God, for having Amy Jean on the show. I want to say thank you, God, for all the millions and millions of people tuning in right now. And I want to say thank you, God, for photography, for family, for perfect health, for food, for warmth, for shelter, and for bookings, for music, South Dakota, Colorado. Glory to God. Amen. Yeah, that's what I do right now. I wrote that all down. All right.
I love it. I love it. It was so inspiring. Gratitude. Gratitude is everything.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. Gratitude. First thing I wake up in the morning. Thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. And then we get straight into it. All right. Let's bring our guest back in. Amy, can you please tell us a little bit who you are and how we can support you, please?
Who I am. That is such a very broad very broad, and it is always difficult to answer that question. Like when people are like, tell me about yourself, and it's like I never have the right words, and I don't want it to be scripted because I get that question a lot, so it's like I don't know how to quite answer that. So like I'm a human being just like everyone else, I eat, I sleep, I'm doing my thing. But who am I? I I don't know. I think you got to get a little bit more um detailed with the question, but I am a photographer, right now I am a caretaker for elderly people, um and I'm just trying to explore what I am capable of creatively, and in every other sense, just keep learning, keep trying new things, and see, kind of where I belong. Because when you ask who I am, it's like hard to come up with a definitive answer, like, because we're forever evolving and changing from day to day. Our interests change, our our personality traits can change, and we're just growing and developing as time goes. So it's like, who am I? Well, I guess you'll have to find out and see for yourself.
Ooh, such a great answer right there. I want everybody to know
Yeah.
where they can follow you on social media, though. That's Jean Butts. That's JeanButts. Make sure you check out the Instagram and you like, comment, share, save, and follow. That's how we build each other's social media game. That's Jean Butts. JeanButts. She has another social media link. Go hit that one up as well. Why not? That's Jean, period, on, period, scene. She's always in the scene. Straight up. That's Jean,
Mhm.
period, on, period, scene. It's linked in. It's linked into her other Instagram. So there, she likes to capture the moments. Moment capturer.
That's right.
Hey, yo, what camera do you use?
Um, well, for a little while there, I was using a Nikon D3400, which is kind of a very beginner camera. That's my first camera I've had, so I'd had it for since I started the photography game. But recently, I got a Sony A something. It's very new. It's I don't remember even the model, but I'm still trying to learn how to use it to my best advantage for each in every situation it calls for, because it's like, okay, I could take portraits, headshots of people, but that's completely different than, you have to set it up just correctly to go to music events with,
Mm.
lights and darkness and movement. So just trying to figure out how it works for each and every, and what I'm trying to create and, show there. So I'm really still learning a lot about it and trying to teach myself and trying to just kind of figure it out as I go so that I can kind of perfect my skills a little bit better, you know.
Sweet. That's super cool. I got a Canon 5D. I don't use it as much as I should, but I need to use it way, way more than I need to. But yeah, I got a
Let's get together and shoot.
Yo, let's do it. I was just gonna ask you, tell me something. Have you ever flown a drone?
No, not yet.
I got a drone and it just sits here too.
Why are you? It's going to waste. It's collecting dust, mate. We got to
Yeah,
get out there and fuck around, find out,
I got everything for it. So yeah, we'll have to set a time and just go mess around because we can get some dope um yeah, I want to pull out the drone when there's like another music festival I'm playing in. So whenever that happens, I'm definitely gonna reach out to you. We can both, you can bring your camera, I'll get my camera, and I'll get the drone, and then yeah, we could probably even practice the drone too. I'll be like, yo, because for me, I like the drone a lot. I like to mess with it, but
Hmm.
I like to be front of the drone where I need to find someone that likes to fly it.
Yeah, I would be down to, and just prior to the show, just get together and be like, all
Yep,
right, let's play around.
yep.
That way, at least when the show comes, we can be semi prepared. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's ever works out completely,
Yo,
on point to plan, but and even if it doesn't, it's fine, and we tried, and it's all about the experience and learning. So
oh yeah, you're
yes.
gonna learn. Let me tell you something. On the drone, you can set it on me when I'm playing, and then you can either have it like circle around me, you can have it come close to me, or you can have like set a feature. You can set these features that's already automatically on it. But that's my point. Like when I'm playing,
Damn.
I can't do all that. So I need to find somebody that. And so that's awesome. I'm reaching out to you. Yes.
Hi, me. I'm so
Yeah,
done. So done.
it's so sick. It's the DJI Mavic Pro 2. It's so legit and it's 4K. So yeah, I just need to get it going. All right, cool. We got that out of the way. When did I like what you said here. Oh man, shout out because you what you do, you're a caretaker. For me, I love going and playing at nursing homes or retirement homes. I get booked for those too, so I love playing at them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
fun.
that.
Yeah, it's fun. They usually book
That's
me. I've
beautiful.
been booked an hour. I've been booked 45 minutes. I've been booked 30 minutes. So yeah, I love those.
That's
Um,
beautiful.
thanks. Tell me about your cats.
Oh, my cats. Oh, I have kitty cats.
Yeah, I saw it on your Instagram.
Okay. One of them's a boy. His name is Oxford. The
Word.
other one is a girl. Her name is Jolene. She's
Nice.
getting she's getting pretty thick. Girl likes to eat. She's hungry girl. But I would say that Oxford, he picked me and he picked his name. I mean, that might sound weird, but uh, he picked me, when I first saw him. He started doing like, he was on behind the glass and he was doing this and he was nuzzling. And I'm like, that's my cat.
Sweet.
And I wasn't even allowed to have a boy cat, because they're more likely to spray. So my landlord's
Yeah.
like, you can have a cat, but you have to get a girl.
Yeah.
But I broke that rule,
Yep.
and I pretended it was a girl, you know. But he chose me, and I was like, I have to. That cat is mine. And then Oxford just kind of like, it just came to me when I looked at him. So, and Jolene I got a few years later. And I wanted to make sure, because Oxford doesn't get along with a lot of other animals,
Mm,
but I wanted to make sure that they were going to be the right team
yes.
and housemates and companions. So I chose her. He picked me, I picked her, and I did a lot of thinking about her name. So I picked her name, I picked her, he picked me, he picked his
Pick his
name. So
name.
maybe that sounds crazy, but like that's just
That's legit. Yeah, that's legit right there. Congratulations on Oxford and Jolene. I'm so glad they're a perfect team. And I got a
yes.
cat. His name is Coconut, and he's 8 years old. Super dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Well,
like that name.
I'll share pictures when we do the drone. Hey, quick question. We got a question
Yes.
here regarding the cameras now. Thank you so much. What is it that you like about being a photographer?
Um, you know what? It Photography is the one thing in the world that I've found that brings me true joy,
Wow.
complete joy. And what makes me happy about doing photography is it's not about me and my needs and me gaining anything, monetarily or anything like that. In fact, that's very secondary. It's my passion because when I take pictures of people and I see their face light up and I see their confidence increase when they look at these pictures and they're like, I love this, you did so good. My my job here is done. My mission is
Yep,
accomplished because
yep.
I'm building up these people. I'm making them feel good about themselves. And that's really why I do it, because that fills me with joy. And I'm like, that's all I really want. Like, money is like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't want to get I don't know. I have a hard time. I don't want to make it about making money. I want to keep that, my joy and my treasure and something that I enjoy, as opposed to something that I have to do, in order to pay my bills, because then it will become a job, and I want it to be something. I don't want it to lose, I don't want to lose my spark with it or make it feel forced or like, oh dang, I got to go do this photo shoot I don't want to do, and just for money. I don't want it to be like that. I and so I kind of struggle with the whole charging people thing, and I think I need to work on that. But also, it's just like, I just do it for fun. I mostly just do it because I love doing it, and I light up when I'm taking the pictures, and when I see like I'm getting good shots, and when they see them and they're pleased with how they look and what I captured. So that's why I do it.
Wow. Man, I can't.
Honestly,
No,
it's
that's a great,
corny. Maybe it's corny, but like, I'm being for real. I
super
can't
dope
say that about
answer.
most things.
Super dope answer. The reason why is because you still got that spark. You're not burnt out, and it's not being forced. And I used to do videography, and I would film like quinceañeras, weddings, and then when I went to go edit, I had about 6 to 7 hours of edit video. OMG. After maybe my seventh quinceanera, I was so burnt out. I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do videography no more.
Oh, I don't want to ruin it for myself, and yeah, I don't want it to be like, okay, you got to come shoot, you got to come shoot at this wedding and stand around all awkward, not knowing anyone, and then go through pictures of people that you don't even know and you'll never see again. And maybe that sounds kind of rude, but it's like, I don't want to ruin the one thing that truly brings me joy on the inside,
Uh-huh.
uh because I want money involved. Like, if there's money, that's a bonus.
Yeah,
However, that's not why I'm doing it. That's not why, and I don't want it to be about that. So that's
super.
where I'm at.
Yeah, great answer right there. You know what? I feel like you're gonna get this big opportunity that comes your way, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, yeah, I don't want paid," and they're gonna be like, "You know what? We're paying you. This is how much we're gonna pay you," and you're gonna be like, wow. Okay. And then that's it. And that's I
Yes.
feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like I just like this big opportunity is gonna come your way, and you're gonna be like, oh no, and they're gonna be like, yep, here you go. So
That'd
uh
be dope.
yeah, I believe in that. Here we go.
Mhm.
I like what you oh man, I just like what you said. That's your true joy, and I believe that. I really do. Oh, and you talked about when you give them the pictures, that sparkle, that smile that they get when you show them. I've seen that. I've seen that when I give them the finished product of the DVD of when I put videograph, and they watch it. Like, especially when they say, "You want to sit down and watch it with us?" I'll be like, "Oh, sure." Like, when I give it
Mhm.
to them, and yeah, so and then they watch it and they're like so happy. Yeah, I love that. Great stuff right
I
there.
love it. Love it.
Next question here. We got 9 minutes left. We'll just go through these questions because you've just been killing this podcast, telling us everything from South Dakota, from the Sony camera, from your cats. This has been amazing. What's the biggest lesson you have learned from from taking this photography another level? What is the biggest lesson you've learned?
That is difficult to answer, really. I'm trying to think of a lesson. I mean, there's all kinds of little, you know, maybe this is not the way to answer it, but something I did learn
Mm-hmm.
is people are nice to me because I'm nice to them, and like, I don't cause drama. But one thing I did realize the moment I, moved to Denver and decided, oh, let's bust out the camera again. So when I'm going to shows or events or out in public, and it's kind of strange, and it's cool because the moment I have that camera around my neck, people they look up, they look at me differently, as in like in a more respectful light. I'm not just a person, just walking around and being, I it makes it was a huge like confidence booster because people started treating me way differently. Like, not that they're bad to me, but they would approach me and be like, "Oh my gosh, like I felt like I was somebody." So when I do have the camera around my neck, so like not only does that bring me joy, like I was telling you, but it now people are treating me like I'm somebody, and they're treating me with like way more, like the utmost respect. And I'm like, I like this feeling. I could do this. And so that's kind of like another push that I was given to like continue to do this, because I just, people treat me so like, ooh. And I'm like, oh, cool. I like
Like,
this.
it's so cool because it sounds like it's like a superpower.
That's what it feels like. I had never experienced that before until I went to one show,
Yeah.
taking pictures of my friend, and I just had it, around my neck, and I noticed the behavior change towards me with
Hey.
people, and I was like, wow, I like this. I could do this more often.
Yep, there
You
you go. Told you. I told you. Hey, that is super cool. And like you said, you put it around your neck. People are noticing. People think, wait, maybe she works for a news channel. Maybe she works for a magazine. Maybe she's, who knows? So that's super cool. Maybe she's
Yes.
from a record label listening to the music and taking a picture of us to send back to who knows? But that's cool, Amy. Keep it going. 2024. I wish you tons of success. Let's go with the next question here. Oh yeah, I like this one. This one's one of my favorites. How have you been? How have you been creating a buzz around what you're doing? Is it by going to these
Um,
events, networking, posting? What can
all of
you?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mostly, you know, networking, whether that entails like, the social media bubble of like, reaching out to people there, or they reach out to me. So like there's that networking on the internet, this like, that
yep,
world.
yep,
And then
yep,
there's like generally, which is, more personable,
yep,
when you are meeting people in person because you're at an event. And like there's not one event that I go to where I'm not meeting handfuls of new people, building new connections, new opportunities, because it's like, I really vibe with so and so. I just met them. Let's do a photo shoot. And then from there, it just snowballs. And then
yep.
there's like there's endless people, there's endless opportunities, endless artists that we're here to create, and we're here to build each other up and do our thing. And I don't know, I just feel like the world has been my oyster since I moved here.
Hey,
So yeah.
you found a great spot to move to. Denver's blowing up right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got a fashion, we got music, we got art, we got comedy. Man, we got winter sports, we got summer activities. And yeah, so it's just going up right now. We got 4 minutes left. Two more questions. Two more questions. I swear. I swear. I know people are asking me to ask more. Here's the next one. Oh yeah, when you're not busy networking or doing camera or camera stuff, photography, when you're not trying to learn new stuff, Amy, what do you like to do on your spare time? What do you like to go eat at your favorite place? Do you like to read? Do you like to skateboard, play video games? What do you like to do when you have some free time?
What do I like to do? Um, I like to do all kinds of stuff. I would say I'm like kind of a dabbler because I don't have like my thing. It's like I'm a professional skier or like I'm obsessed with yoga. I don't have like my thing. Photography is my thing. But outside of that,
Yeah.
in general, I don't have like one thing. It's just like, okay, yeah, I'll try, I'll go with you wakeboarding or like let's go for a hike or just all kinds of things. Whatever I feel like doing in the moment, and I love trying new things. So it's like I'm down for any adventure. And so, but also another thing is I love to write. I would say I'm a writer, but I haven't really been doing that as much as I'd like because I did want to write some books, but I feel like I kind of set that aside, and it's I haven't really tapped into that aspect of myself in a while,
Cool.
which I should, but
Yeah.
I don't
Sounds like you
know.
want to. Sounds like you should.
Yes,
All right. Well,
I
when you do
I
your
should.
first book, when you write your first book and you publish it, I'll be the first one to buy it. Yeah, let me know.
You're gonna be in the acknowledgments or whatever, where it's like, thank you, big shout out to
Hey,
yes.
hey, when you do that, we'll get you back on the show and we'll promote it as well. So there you go. It's a full circle right there. Amy, that's dope. I hope you get back into writing. Sounds like you like right now, it sounds like your spirit is like telling you, hey, let's get telling your sounds like your spirit's trying to tell your body, yo, let's get back into writing. And we got the books coming out. Hey, another question right here, and then I got
Mhm.
a big question at the end. What are you focused? What is your? We got 2 minutes left. What is your focus gonna be for 2024?
Keep growing, keep expanding, keep meeting new people, um, opening myself up to opportunities that I never expected or thought possible. Just staying open, I don't know, like I don't know, yeah, that.
Super
So
cool.
yeah, just continue to keep pushing on and keep tapping into my potential creatively and in every other aspect and just see where that takes me, like the path that it pushes me towards. So yeah.
Sounds like it's going to be a great path. Make sure you write down your goals. Sounds like you're going to accomplish them. Wow, this is super awesome. We got a minute left. I'm about to drop the DJs, about to drop the outro music. But before we do that, I want everybody to go blow up Amy one more time. And then I'm going to ask one more question.
Yes.
Amy, someone's going through a tough time right now. What advice would you give them?
Man, don't stay stuck in that mentality because when you're feeling a certain negative feeling, it's hard not to let that take over, but just know uh life goes in waves. So like you're not going to be in pain forever. You're gonna go up and you're gonna go down, and that's just part of being a fucking human being. It's part of being alive. So uh, don't get stuck in that bad place, and know, like, keep hope, create hope. If it's not there, surround yourself with people that are going to inspire you and make you feel like the world can be brighter, and it will be. You just have to believe it.
That's it. You gotta believe it. Be around people that encourage you and uplift you and inspire you. That's right, Amy. I like that. And then as well, you said, um, you know what? I wrote it right here when you're talking, but I can't even read my writing. So that's how it's gonna be right now. Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, arielent.com. Amy Jean in the building, guys. Go blow her up on the Instagram. I got it right here. Thank you for everybody tuning in. It's gonna be available on all podcast social media platforms. That's Jean Butts, JeanButts. All right, and then her other social media platform, Jean period on period scene. Yep. Let me bring it up one more time. Thank you guys for everybody tuning in. Share with all your friends and family. That's Gene, period, on, period.